Howdy y'all, got the Bulldog on the channel. I was thinking what I'm going to talk about today, and I had something else I was actually going to talk about, but this showed up, so I'm going to talk about that instead. This truck here, I posted about the starter ring here a couple days ago. I've got it out. It's got a couple more places in it, you know, chunks taken out of the teeth, and there's that big place that you saw. It looks like there's teeth still there, but they won't hold. The starter just goes around it. There's a good angle on just how much of the teeth are missing, and what that is caused by usually is a bad bendix in the starter, or secondly, a misadjusted starter, because these older ones, the machining wasn't quite as exact, so when you put a starter on, you would you would have a little rod, and you slid it up between the ring gear on the side here, and it measured out to the shaft of the starter, and that told you what the exact measurement was, and you adjusted with shims the distance the starter was away from the block. This had no shims under it at all, and I was wondering why, because usually they're not that exact. Usually you have to put at least one shim under it. They have gotten better over the years of machining it really close, but everything's different, so you know, why didn't I have any shims under it? Well, it had a new starter on it. Like I said, it wasn't very old. We talked to the customer yesterday. What do you want to do about this starter? Well, you know, it was a new one, but what do you think? I said, well, running on this gear chewed up the gear really bad. Okay, we just put a new gear on it. Yes, we can get a gear. Gear was going to cost him this much, labor was this much to put it together, which all total it was going to equal about $15 more than just buying another starter. So we got another starter. We had told him, well, if you have your receipt, they deliver over here, we can just have them deliver it and warranty it for you. No, doesn't know about the receipt because he wasn't actually the one that bought it, because he had the truck loaned out to somebody. Yeah, that's what we deal with a lot whenever it comes to, well, that part's under warranty. Okay, how do we get it warranty? I'm not sure. It's all time to us, which time is money. So that's why we don't like to deal with it. But here's the thing. We ordered the starter out. Happened to be the same brand that he had gotten. I think I found out why it didn't have any shims. Here's the starter. Just a regular old General Motors starter. And look, it comes with shims, zip tied to it, for your convenience. For your convenience, here's the shims. Here's the bolt holes. The shims on this starter are made for a different style of starter. These are shims for an older truck from back in the 70s and 80s, because they bolted straight across like this. Then they redesigned them, and the head goes back there like that, and these aren't those shims. I went over and dug around in the toolbox, and I found some of the shims for this style of starter. I try to save stuff like that. Why? This is why. Now, I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. They told me to include these in the package. So that's what I'm doing. It doesn't fit. At all. It doesn't fit. Why would you do that? It doesn't fit. You try to put this on there, and yeah, you can go over to the grinder and grind a notch into it and maybe try to angle it across there, and it'll almost kind of work. Why? I mean, it aggravates me to no end to have to deal with somebody else's apathy, incompetence. I don't know which one it is. It's one of them. But it just makes more work for me. And it, like I say, you're looking at it right there. And you can see that, well, that ain't going to work. Why would they do that? It's a good question. Perhaps you should ask them. Why would they do that? But you can't ask them. You can ask the people behind the counter. You can call in their manager. You can talk to the manager. You just have to send it up to the DM, the district manager. And the district manager says, well. He'd have to send it up to his superior, and on and on and on. And where does it reach somebody that can do something about it? They have no interaction with the customers. And why would they? Because when they cater to the walk-in customer does not know the difference. And what do you end up with when the walk-in customer is the one you deal with all the time, not the mechanics? When you deal with a walk-in customer that doesn't know the difference, some do, what happens whenever that is what you're dealing with? That's what happens. Costs money. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. We'll talk to you later.